Hello Year 5, okay, welcome along to today's lesson, and today we're going to have a nice relaxing lesson because we are going to make our very own virtual fish tank today. So we're going to do it in Scratch, so get online to Scratch if you'd like to join in. It's a nice simple one today, but the end result is really nice too. So let's get going. I don't need Scratch the cat in this one because fish and cats are not going to mix. Instead I'm going to choose a sprite. And we need our fish sprites. So where are they? Let's keep an eye out for the fish sprite. There it is. Cool. Now you'll see there are 4 costumes for the fish sprites, which is great. We're going to use all 4 of them today. So here's our fish. Now I'm going to actually change the size of my fish first of all. I'm going to change it to about 50% because if you add more than one fish, it gets very busy. So we're going to shrink into about half size. Okay. Right. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, right, when we start the game, so in events, when the green flag is clicked, so when we start this program, what are we going to do next? Well, what I want it to do is I want it to clone itself. So what we can say is I want lots of copies of that sprite. So I'm going to say we're going to repeat. Well, it's got 10 times. I want it to be maybe 10 sometimes, maybe I want less. So I'm going to use a random number. So I'm going to say he's going to pick a random number between 3 would be the smallest number of fish and 10 would be the most fish we might get. And I want it to make a clone of itself. That's what we said, wasn't it? So it is in here. So it's in control, create a clone of myself. Okay, awesome. So once it's finished doing that, I want the original fish to hide. So I'm going to get the hide block and hide it away. Let's just put a show block in at the start, just to make sure it re-shows at the start. Okay, so what this will do is this will make 10 copies of the fish. Let me show you what that looks like. There are 10 copies of the fish. But we don't really want 10 copies of the fish every time that just sit in the middle. We want 10 copies that swim around and that look different. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go to the control block and we're going to say when I start as a clone. So this is the code that will apply to the fish that are clones. And we're going to get it to switch costume. And there are 4 fish costumes. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to pick a random number between 1 and 4. So switch to costume 1, 2, 3, or 4. So I'm going to choose one of those random costumes. Then what we're going to do is we're going to get it to move 10 steps. And we're going to get it to bounce if it's on the edge. So if on edge bounce, it just means it will turn around if it hits the edge of our fish tank. And we want it to do that forever. Okay, let's go. Okay, so you can see a couple of problems. All my fish are heading in the same direction and they're all going very quickly. But it's not relaxing for me. So let's bring it right down. Let's bring it to 5 steps. But also let's go into motion. And let's get a turn and number of degrees. So remember, this is when it starts as a clone. So it's going to pick a costume and then it's going to turn. And I want it to do a random number of degrees. It's going to turn a random amount. So I'm going to go anywhere between 1 and 360. So it's going to face in any direction because 360, remember, is a full turn. So this could point in any direction. So let's give that a go. Awesome. Now all my fish are off in another direction. Do you know what? 5 is still too fast for me. I need it more relaxed than that. Let's bring it right down to 3. Okay. Now, last thing I think I need to do is go to my backdrops and get a backdrop that's going to reflect my fish tank. So let's choose a backdrop. And if I scroll to the bottom, I believe there is an underwater 1 and an underwater 2. Let's go for underwater 1. Awesome. Right. Let's test out this code. And then again, you've got my fish are all swimming off, bouncing off the walls. Beautiful. And they'll carry on swimming around like that forever, just mingling about. You could go another step, you could go even further. We could probably find some sound that would work for this as well. So let's go to sounds and click on the sounds tab here, and let's have a look for a water sound. If I search for water, does something come up? I've got ocean wave. Let's listen to that. really good. What about a plunge? Maybe. No, not really. Ripples might be the one. I'm going to go for ripples. Right, let's go to our code, and then we're going to play sound until done. We'll say when the green flag is clicked, forever play the sound until it's done. And that should be now my finished tank. And you'll notice I get a different fish each time. And there you go, got a full screen, and I can just leave it on. I can have my own little private fish tank. And they just swim around, nice, happy little fish. Awesome, guys. I hope you enjoyed that one. If you have a go, you can submit it in to the handling point below, either the code, the program itself, or you can take a screenshot, whatever's best for you. But most of all, just enjoy it, and I hope to see you all again soon. Bye for now, guys.